Tonight, I'm going to show you how to make chocolate-filled chocolate mochi. Stick around. Greetings, my confectionery compadres, and welcome to Randy Makes Candy, where I help you make tasty treats that people love to eat. For those of you as unfamiliar with mochi as I was, it's described as a Japanese rice cake made from a sweet, glutinous rice called mochigome. I saw a video on Mark Matsumoto's No Recipes website where he made a chocolate-filled mochi that I thought would be fun to try, so here we are. There's a link to his website in the description. As always, I'd love to hear about your results if you decide to make your own mochi, as well as suggestions for other recipes you'd like to see in future videos. And if you stick around after the recipe, I'll tell you about a little contest we're going to have. For the ganache, I used 1 cup of chocolate, 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and 1/3 cup of heavy cream. For the mochi, I used 3/4 of a cup of mochi flour, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder plus more for dusting, 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of milk, and 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I also used a couple of microwave-safe bowls, a spatula, some plastic wrap, a 6x6 baking pan, some parchment, a whisk, a bench scraper, a scoop, and a cutting board. Okay, let's make some candy. Place the chocolate, cream, and 2 tablespoons of butter in a microwave-safe bowl. Microwave it on high in 30-second intervals, stirring after each interval until the chocolate is completely melted. Leave it on the counter for about 5 minutes, give it a good stir, and press a layer of plastic wrap over the top of the mixture. Let it rest until it comes to room temperature, then place it in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours. Line the baking pan with parchment. In a large microwave-safe bowl, add the mochi flour, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and sugar, then whisk them together until they're evenly combined. Whisk in the milk a little at a time until the mixture is smooth and free of lumps. Microwave the mochi mixture for 1.5 minutes. Use the whisk to break up any solidified lumps, then add the butter. Whisk until the butter is melted and the mixture is fully combined. It's okay if you still have some small lumps in the mixture. Microwave it for another 2.5 minutes. The bowl is pretty hot at this point, so you may want to use an oven mitt or something similar. Use a spatula to knead the mochi until it's smooth, shiny, and springy. This is really hot and sticky at this point, so be sure not to get any on you. Place the mochi into the baking pan and spread it evenly. Let it cool to room temperature, then cut it into 16 squares. Flatten a piece of mochi, being careful not to make it so thin that it tears. Scoop about a half tablespoon of ganache, then wrap it in the mochi. Pinch the seams together to completely seal in the ganache. Roll the mochi into a ball, then cover it with cocoa powder. Roll it again and place it on a lined cutting board. Repeat with the rest of the mochi pieces. And that's it. I've never had mochi before, so this is going to be a new experience for me. Itadakimasu. Wow. If you've been a compadre for a while, you know how important texture is to me. I love describing the texture of the treats I make as much as the flavor. Describing this one is a bit of a challenge though, as I've never really experienced a texture like this. I mean, the ganache is exactly as smooth and creamy and silky as a good ganache should be, but the mochi, it's soft and springy and chewy and squishy and stretchy, and I'm not mad about any of those. The texture makes this a fun, like playful experience. It's like my teeth went into one of those bouncy houses. And the flavors are layered, with the first bitter hit of the cocoa powder, then the slightly sweet mochi, and then the sweeter ganache. I'm really happy with the way these turned out. Thank you, Matsumoto-san, and compadres, you really ought to try these. And press a layer of cling film over the give it a good stir, and plus a microwave the mochi. Any of the above individuals are not eligible to Tbsp. Oh, so close.